I'll be chasing a woman that's running from you.
Come on, champ.
You supposed to be picking the one that's looking at you.
Come on, champ.
When you do that, you don't even need game, because she gonna do everything you need.
She cherishes you.
Yeah, exactly. But you want the bitch that you want instead of the bitch that wants
you. You playing Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner. Nigga, you chasing the bitch that don't want to be caught.
You just do that, everything gonna fall in line.
Most definitely. And I stand on that too. I always tell people, make sure the people you choose around you, from your friends to your bitch, that's very important. That's the first objective. Choose wisely. Off the rip and go from there. People don't do that though.
What is something that your ex gave you that you keep to this day?
Emotional damage.
I was today years old when I found out that men are not supposed to chase after women. Proverbs 31. Don't chase after women and lose your strength. Women like that have destroyed kings. When a man hunts, you don't ever see a man chasing after a deer. He will let that deer run. He doesn't chase. So another comes. So be it.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Rome, back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So I got a video for you guys that's made the rounds and apparently it's gone viral. It is a young lady who is speaking on her experience on a first date, and she is mad because a man actually respected her boundaries. Yeah, take a look at this and you'll see what I mean.
Okay, I am the problem. I went on a date with this guy and he was like, it's getting late. Do you want to come back to my place? And I was like, sure, but I'm not going to sleep with you. Like, that's not happening. And he was like, that's totally fine. Just come over. And I was like, cool. So I go to his place. He respects my wishes. He's so nice. He cuddles me all night. And I'm like, are you gay? Like, what? And like, I just wanted him to like try, and then for me to be like, no, you know what I mean? I wasn't gonna sleep with him. I just now I feel ugly. This is what.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
Can't win for losing. Can't win for losing, man. You would think with this conversation going on about man versus bear, you wouldn't even see clips like this going viral right now. Are you don't even get me started on that shit, but more on that later. This is one of the things that I struggled with before I discovered RP content. And the last girl that I was in a serious relationship with, and I've spoken about her before, this was one of the mistakes that I made, because when I didn't try to initiate sex our first time kicking it, she automatically looked at me like I was blue pill. She looked at me as not alpha or not being the type of man that takes initiative or takes lead. She saw me as a pushover, somebody that she can control and manipulate, due to the fact that I simply passed on the opportunity to get some the first time we kicked it, because all the signs were there, and trust me, I wanted to, because this is one of the most attractive women till this day that I've ever been with. However, I was in such a blue pill state of mind where I'm like, no, I want to show her that I'm different than all the guys that she's typically been with, yada yada yada, all that bullshit, and it backfired on me in the end. So my advice for men would be, honestly, try to have sex as soon as possible. But in this particular situation, she ain't got nobody to blame but herself. That man did everything right, and now you sitting over here figuring out what the hell is going on. And then, come on, the ad hominem attacks, calling them gay, that's just the typical modern female response. You literally said, I'm not having sex with you, but when he doesn't try, now all of a sudden he's gay. I swear, bro, y'all, some of these women are like so immature when it comes to dating. Like, y'all should just stay single and not date. Seriously. If this is how y'all looking at things, let's keep it moving.
You know how girls love to say, oh, as soon as he stops messing with me, his life just declines. You know, I made his life so much better. I fear that that is not the case for me at all. I just checked his Instagram. He's never looked better. I'm sick. I literally am sick. I don't know. It's like he got richer, he got fitter, he got hotter. And I know I shouldn't be checking, but I'm just a girl, okay? And I wanted to see what was going on. I honestly wanted to check it and be like, yeah, your life probably is bad now. Karma, karma. And did I need karma? Because I swear, I don't want to swear. But I'm pretty sure he's never looked so good in his entire life. And in my entire life. Honestly, I'm really happy for him because that motivates me even more to get better and to become a better version of myself every single day. Because when I saw that, I'm eating kale because of that. I'm eating kale. I'm hitting the gym right after this. I don't care. I'm sick. I'm literally sick. I can't.
And fellas, I preach this all the time. Social proof is a real thing, and leveling up and getting successful is definitely the best revenge you can get against a girl. And remember a video that I did a while back of why women want to call you sassy if you block them or unfriend them or unfollow them? This is why. Did you hear what she said? I was looking at his Instagram hoping that he fell off and hoping he got his karma. Yeah, but judging by the way he's leveled up and the way you're acting and the way you're responding to him leveling up, my guess is you're probably the one that caused the breakup or wanted the breakup, or maybe he got tired of your ass and just kept it pushing. Because she never did say why they broke up, but I don't know, man. Judging by the way she responded, she in her feels about something. Things didn't go her way. But again, man, social proof is a real thing. Y'all should see the amount of women that are in my stories now since I started dating abroad and compared to before I even started leaving the country, period. It's literally night and day. Let's keep it moving.
And act like single is a death threat. Do you know that statistics show that women who are unwedded and
Look, I ain't the smartest man in the world, but do that little habit in you?
Nope.
All I hear is hurt. She sound hurt. I'm just saying, people who are happy being single, they're not in no microphone yelling. They're not in no microphone sounding so hostile. Look, y'all, men and women who feel like this, y'all need to just let that hurt go. Y'all need to go talk to somebody.
I've been single my entire life. I'm going to be turning 42 in August. I've never had anybody love me or desire me or want to be with me. I have so much love that I feel like that is inside of me with nowhere to go because it can't transfer to friends or my family or my parents because it's something separate, it's something different. And I've gathered all of this love since I was in high school, and then it just sits there and it eats me alive sometimes. I'm bringing this up because I'm lonely and sad and the world is hard and horrible. And I was thinking this morning that like no one's laid next to me in bed. I've never had the comfort of someone's arms around me. I've had difficult moments. I've gotten through them by myself most of the time, and it's difficult being alone, and it's okay to feel lonely, and it's okay for it to feel hard and scary. So just know that you're not alone, and know that I see you, and I'm there with you. If you're lonely, know that I'm sorry, and know that I'm sitting in the lonely with you.
And I suggest y'all invest in Petco, Chewy, PetSmart, wine boxes, and all that. Or hey, I don't know, who knows? Maybe there's some stocks out there for zoos, and y'all can invest in that since they want to pick the bear.
A man started a question, be mad at men. A man started the question, but you want to be mad at men or women for responding to what men started? Be mad at men again. Sis, I'm not just mad at that man. I'm mad at that man and you. Because you normalized this conditioning in society to where we even got to a point where we're sitting here comparing all men to animals. How dehumanizing and sexist can you get? Y'all have normalized this shit so fucking far to the point where comparing all men to animals. And yet y'all are still picking the bear. Just the same way y'all still pick shitty men. Y'all don't have good decision-making skills, and it shows, baby. And here's the reason why I still blame you and the man who asked the question. Because that man is doing exactly what y'all wanted him to do, which is dehumanizing men, which is treating men like they're all dangerous animals. That's what y'all want him to do. Men who do everything women want them to do are fucking pander bears. Instead of just doing the right thing, they just do whatever women tell them is the right thing. The same way y'all still choose to follow all these male feminists even after they've been fucking exposed. Remember Turtleneck Emo? Remember that famous male feminist on this app that y'all loved because he's a pander bear, just like the man with the microphone that asked the bear question. He said everything you wanted to fucking hear, and then boom, he's exposed for talking to underage fucking girls. Wow, what a surprise. We fucking warned you that men who tell you everything you want to fucking hear are just manipulating you. But you don't care. You like being manipulated that way because you like being agreed with. That ego is just getting fed all the time by these pander bear ass men. Oh, let's name a couple more. Eli Monty admitted to essaying and harassing women. But y'all still following him. Interesting. Ex-patriarch exposed for harassing a pregnant woman until she almost lost her fucking baby. Yeah, exposed, and y'all still on him. Weird. Adam A. Vitable literally admitted to a bunch of terrible shit, a bunch of terrible thoughts, and all of that shit, and physically doing terrible fucking shit. But y'all still on him. What the fuck? And honestly, the list can go on and on and on and on and on and on. Because on the surface, they say everything you want to fucking hear. But if you shut your face and listen to them speak long enough, you will hear where their logic starts to fall apart again. Because they'll sit there and regurgitate all the feminist talking points of, oh, well, all men can be aggressors, but men are also victims. But every time a male victims come to the comments to say, hey, you're generalizing me, and I feel like this is victim blaming, guess what y'all do? Oh, you're just a misogynistic woman-hating incel. So you're silencing victims now. So you're victim blaming and victim shaming now. Ooh. It's right there. That's the red flag. But y'all will ignore that because he's agreeing with you. So go ahead, keep picking that fucking bear. Just the same way you pick shitty men, just the same way you pick pander bears. You get what you deserve when you run from accountability. Instead of breaking good men's hearts, giving them betrayal trauma, stay your ass over there with the bears. All of them. The pander bears, too. And when you're ready to address this, your therapist is waiting.
The man who posed the question said it was a test in empathy. You passed as you see it logically from the woman's view, even when you don't agree with it. It was a test in empathy. How well do you think women did? Because I'll tell you one thing, they didn't do very well. Or were we not measuring that? Because me and a mutual had talked about this. There were two women that had made a video saying that they would pick the man instead of the bear. What do you think their comment section looked like? And if they were being bullied and harassed, who do you think was doing it? It was women. So where was your empathy for your own gender? Or does that only apply when they're agreeing with what you think they should? Because I read those comment sections. It was ridiculous. So that's an issue right there. Now, when it comes to the men, I know we don't care, right, ladies? But when it comes down to it, when they came on here and said how they felt, they were met with no empathy neither. You knew they were going to argue back with that shit. You know how men are. You know how we are. You pretty much vilified and demonized these men, lumped them all together, gave them the same label, and then said a wild, vicious bear would be better than them. And not even that. You pretended like a bear wasn't what it was, wild and vicious, trying to soften it up like it's some sort of teddy bear, and a bear would never do that. Y'all out there fucking having picnics with bears and shit. And any time they came on here to try to lessen the blow and be like, hey, look, it's not like that, or, you know, like not all men are going to be that way. What did you guys do then? Did you meet them with any empathy and understanding and why they would have that viewpoint and why they would defend themselves? Of course they're going to. My FYP has been nothing but this, combined with what? A woman coming on here recently and saying that she would never want to have a son at all. And she tells every partner that she dates that because she would never want to raise somebody that's going to contribute to women's suffering. Like that's not her own son, her own flesh and blood, and she doesn't have responsibility in how he turns out. And in other videos, how come men don't approach us? Maybe because of stuff like this. Maybe because of that. Because my FYP has been nothing but that. Then you have Drew back at it again to say why she hates men. Isn't she dating a personal trainer? Come on here and shit on men with muscle and say that's not the female gaze, but then she's fucking it. So what is it that you want? Want to wake up and just shit on men the entire day for weeks, years, whatever it may be, and then be like, how come the men don't approach us and how come they're not our protector? You guys do nothing but vilify them and demonize them constantly, like as if they're not a human being, like as if you have no flaws, you have no mess ups. There are no sins that women commit whatsoever. Let's not talk about that. Because I'm going to say a bunch of negative things about you and why I would pick the bear. And you just have to understand that. And if you don't, you're wrong and you don't have empathy. But don't pay attention to us because none of this that we're showing is even close to empathy, by the way. It doesn't matter because I'm a girl and I don't have to show it because we're testing you as a man, not us. Again, if it was a test on empathy, how well do you think that women did? Because you guys bullied those girls for no reason, and that's your own gender. I honestly feel bad for you guys to have all that hatred in your heart, like you don't want to get married one day.
You know what? Now that I think about it, man, after watching that, I never really looked at it that way. That is a very, very, very valid point. Because when you think about it, if women think that they have so much more empathy than men, then why is it that when there were women who disagreed with you, you basically gave them the same treatment that you gave the men? So in reality, who really failed the empathy test if this was an empathy test, which it was not? I remember covering this maybe about a week or so ago. Most of the guys, I would argue at least the majority of them agree that this was a compliance test. This was a compliance test. This had nothing to do with empathy. Because if it's one thing that we know for certain when it comes to women, is that they want empathy to be one-sided. Because y'all don't give a fuck about a man's struggles. Because as far as y'all concerned, y'all really think men don't have any. Let's keep it moving.
Fuck it, I'm already in trouble with y'all, so I might as well say what I want, right? You already don't like me, right? Okay. Over 6 foot tall, muscular, has multiple baby mamas, unemployed, doesn't raise his own kids. Some may call this poking the bear. Doesn't that look like a list of your baby daddies? Don't it though? Makes sense. How long y'all think they gonna let this one stay up? I just want y'all to know I use the very last 2% of my battery to post this. Happy day.
Oh my god, I just figured out why women would choose a bear over a man. It's because the majority of bears are like 6 feet tall, super muscular, they got multiple baby mamas, they bad boys, because they fucking kill everything. It makes sense. I get it now. I get it.
Hey, they said it. I didn't. They said it. I didn't. I'm just a messenger. Don't shoot me. But it got a valid point. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way I know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that helps with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.